When governments stand up and say, "We're working for your financial freedom, we care about growth and stability," it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But if you brush off the dust of history and take a closer look at what's really going on behind the scenes, you'll realize the situation is quite different, and maybe a bit darker. The truth is, there is a wealth transfer game that has been running for centuries. It just keeps getting repackaged with new names, but the goal remains exactly the same: to protect what they've gained at our expense and keep us dependent on the system. Let's break down the rules of this game, like we're just two people having a conversation. Government's favorite tool is inflation. Think about it. When the government empties the treasury and can't raise taxes because telling the public, "We're going to tax you more," is political suicide, what do? They debase the currency. In ancient Rome, emperors would mix copper into the silver coins. Today, central banks just print digital money. The result is the same. The value of the money in your pocket evaporates. Even if you get a raise, your purchasing power drops. It's a silent heist happening right under your nose. Then there's the forced loan issue. Back in the day, monarchs would pressure wealthy merchants to lend money for the survival of the state. If you refused, trouble was coming. It's not much different today. Governments are constantly borrowing, and to pay the interest on those debts, they take more from us through indirect taxes, hidden in the price of your electricity, water, and groceries. In short, the wealthy lend money to the state and pocket the interest, while we foot the bill at the checkout counter. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? Banks took wild, reckless risks and brought the global economy to the brink of collapse. What did governments do? They said, "Iskao, if the system fails, we all fail," and bailed the banks out with massive rescue packages. The result? The banks ended up bigger than they were before. They privatized the profits, but they socialized the losses, dumping them right on the shoulders of us, the taxpayers. Pension systems are a bit like this too. That money deducted from your paycheck every month isn't just sitting in a piggy bank. It's usually being spent on immediate government costs, leaving behind nothing but an IOU. When the population ages or things get messy, they call it reform, and either raise the retirement age or dilute the value of your payouts. Because the system is designed to be too complex to understand. Thousands of pages of tax codes, jargon, technical analysis. People often retreat thinking, "This is too complicated, the experts must know best." But remember, complexity is actually the ultimate camouflage. The moment you can't track something, you can't stop the transfer of wealth happening inside it. You might not be able to change the entire system overnight, but if you understand how the game is played, you stop being a pawn and start building your own move. Look behind the curtain, not at the headlines. Whenever a stimulus or support package is announced, ask, who is actually getting this money and who is paying the bill? Focus on real assets. To protect yourself against the inflation that eats your money's value, focus on things that actually hold their worth, whether that's real estate, precious metals, or skills that make you indispensable in the market. Financial literacy is an act of resistance. Don't dismiss these topics as boring or distant. Today, everything you need to know is at your fingertips. The more you learn about economic history and how the system functions, the harder it becomes for them to manipulate you. In short, the system isn't programmed to look after you. It's programmed to keep its own wheels turning. Just waking up to this reality is a huge step. History tells us this game has always been the same. The only difference is who realizes the rules of the game early enough to act.